We don't have much time, so I will get straight to the point. Are you a Vulgus?
Vulgus? Do you refer to those demons? Blasphemy. My name is Serena Antonietta. I'm a proud survivor and a righteous descendant of mankind. Now I ask, who may you be? An exorcist knight of Kingston? A Hagios crusader? No. You bear no armor. Then, are you one of the sons of Vespers?
What on earth are you talking about? This is no time for games.
Nell, wait. I know that name. I came across it in an extremely old archive. Serena Antonietta was a knight registered as a descendant during the apocalypse. She was one of the very first descendants.
One of the early generation descendants? That's unbelievable.
I do not know to whom you speak. But if you can send word to the Albion Fortress Monastery, you will find someone there who can vouch for my identity. You must have heard of Descendant Rayleigh, yes? He is my brother in arms. No, not only a brother in arms. Someone I can share my heart with. Oh, no matter. You can ask any of the descendants, including Rayleigh.
There's no doubt in her eyes. She doesn't seem to be lying. How is this possible? Serena Antoinetta, assuming that you are not a Vulgus, I will be honest with you. First Descendant Rayleigh died during the apocalypse. Your memories seem to be fixed to that time.
Rayleigh is dead.
This must be very confusing for you. But if you can remember anything at all, please share it with us.
We were on an expedition to the Land of Annihilation.
The Land of Annihilation. Yes. That was the name for Sigma Sector back then.
That is where the calamities began. And where the demons emerged. We thought reclaiming the Land of Annihilation would end the nightmare. However, our crusade failed. We were outnumbered, and the storm of death swept over us.
What happened after that?
I have no memory of anything further. Only that it was cold and dark. Not else.
That must be when they first imprisoned the Arche-wielders in the receptors. My goodness. Serena, while I'm not fully convinced, for the moment I will take you at your word that you are who you claim to be. We will conduct a thorough investigation in Albion. Please remain here. I will send a request to HQ for permission for you to enter Albion.
They are all dead? But why am I...
Descendant, please check on Glay while I obtain access permission for Serena. Glay may require first aid. Please see to it.
Ah, there you are. Sorry for all the trouble. Glay's in bad shape. She's been having trouble breathing and showing symptoms of Arche overload. But
My mind is clearer than ever. Daya's alive. You all saw her, right? Daya is alive. That's enough for now. It's all I could have wished for. I know you all thought she was dead. And so did I. I only wanted to find something of her, so that I could finally bury her. A bone, or even a lock of hair would have been enough. But we all saw her alive, didn't we? I couldn't ask for anything more as a mother right now. I'm just so happy. I can't help it.
Glay,
missed you so much. My darling daughter.
You deserve more, Glay. Now that you know she's alive, it's time you held her again. I'll stand with you until the end, Glay.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Ajax.
All done. Serena's DNA has been registered on the RK transfer pad.
All units, report to HQ on your return to Albion. Now, I'll send a transport for you.
RK transfer. What? 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 Ah!
There isn't much time. Damn it. Oh, I didn't realize you'd returned. My brain is fried trying to wrap my head around this operation. Give me a minute. First of all, based on the information we have so far, we assume that Sigma Sector is a strategic location which is a top priority for the Vulgus. They didn't retreat there just because they needed a place to hide after losing the fortress. Sigma Sector is a much older and far more important garrison than we realized. The Vulgus have been holding RK wielders prisoner there, and turning them into Vulgus versions of Descendants. Since even early Descendants like Serena are trapped in the Receptors, it seems Corell's plan was already in motion even as far back as her time. We need to find out what that plan is. Going forward, instead of localized reconnaissance, we'll focus operations on the RK Receptors, Vulgus Descendants, and the ones we've codenamed Obliviants. We need to know what the Vulgus were doing with the RK wielders, how they awakened RK abilities, anything and everything. We're sending all Descendants to Sigma Sector, except for those defending Albion or on standby for intercept battles. Oh, and someone get Serena in a sieve terminal to help her acclimate to the present day. She must be completely overwhelmed. She was sealed in a receptor for 100 years. 100 years. Serena's cooperation is essential for this operation. We need to understand how she broke out of her receptor and resisted being controlled by the Vulgus. This will be crucial in dealing with the Obliviants. I want to resolve this as soon as possible.
Alpha, wouldn't Kyle be the best person to teach Serena how to use an Aceve terminal? He makes it so easy to understand.
Now, this is how you click, Luna.
Well, the lady might freak out if she sees you. So I guess I should go.
What? Your magnetic tin can suit will scare her more. Wanna bet? No. Wait. What is this? Is it real?
Hello, Serena. I am Guide, an RK genetic recognition interface.
Genetic What?
It is understandable that you are confused. For you, time has only just started again. During your stay here, I will teach you, gradually, about you and our mission. Ah, Descendant. Thank you for the Eceive terminal. It will be a great help for Serena to understand this era. In the meantime, I should analyze the data I need while synchronizing with Serena. Serena's arche is special. It allowed her to break free of the Vulgus control and return to man.
How fascinating. A spirit. But it does not appear to...
It may take a little longer to synchronize with Serena, but please, do not... The success of the operation is important, but most of all, we will need to analyze Serena's arche to achieve that. Leave this to me, Descendant. Serena, I am not a I am an arche genetic recognition interface. Descendants who are linked to me can communicate with me wherever I have many features that can assist you. You can
Oh, I see.
It seems we will both require a little luck, Descendant. You need to learn more about the arche receptors.
What is it now? Descendant, I have compiled information on the test subjects and Oblivions who have been transferred to Albion. Not everyone who was trapped in the arche receptors are Descendant level. They have arche, but not at a level that can be weaponized. I was worried that the Vulgus could mass-produce Oblivions, but it seems that awakening arche is just as difficult for them as it was for us. The problem is that for the people who were trapped in the receptors, and the Descendants who were turned into Oblivions, their DNA cannot be repaired because of the fusion with Vulgus cells. The medical corps are doing everything they can, but they're struggling to sustain even basic life functions of patients separated from the receptors. All we can do is identify who these patients were, and allow them to pass on among other members of humankind. I'm very worried about Gley. She finally found Daya, and now this has happened. I'm not even sure we can capture Daya alive. The data we have shows that Daya currently has the highest level of arche among the Oblivions. She's so powerful that it may be best if you avoid engaging her. Gley will be very disheartened if she finds out, so we should keep this secret for the time being. Wait. Tactical Transport 7. You are not authorized to activate your... Transport 7.
I'm sorry, but I already knew that it would be difficult to repair Daya's DNA. But surely you must have also realized that I have no intention of giving up.
Captain! Wait!
Jin, are you going to try and stop me again? You know it's no use.
I know! That's why I need you to listen. Transport 7 is a new model with an autopilot capability. When we rescued Serena, HQ set its landing site to Kingston. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you fly this thing out, they'll stop you. I'll show you where the autoplanes are. The ones that don't have autopilot. Captain Harris wanted me to tell you that she's so... And... I'm sorry, too. I won't give up this time, no matter what happens. I'll find a way to restore Daya. And I'm not just saying that. There's something I discovered while analyzing the members of my squad who were transformed in... If it works, we can completely separate Vulgus cells from human DNA. I'll send the details to you as well, Captain.
The Red Arms. They've been guiding us all the way. I'll be back, Jin. Until the very end.
Yes, ma'am. Until the very end.
Descendant, we just lost an Eceive signal that we think belongs to Gley. It looks as if she's attempting an unauthorized sortie. Nearby troops, please hurry to the location.
Ah! Is it pressed in this way?
Serena, Glay should be headed your way. Please stop her.
Oh,
What happened with Glay? Did you detain her?
I did not. In truth, I had no desire to stop her.
Huh?
They say that when a parent loses their child, time stops for them. It appeared we are finally able to move through time again, Glay and I. None shall prevent it, but if you have the means to prevent it, why not instead arm me to aid it? With this mod...
What do you mean?
If we can harness this possible advantage, restoring the Oblivions may not be the impossible task we... To do so, I must be able to use my arche again. Please grant me the permission to unlock its...
But... that...
Request granted, Serena. Ordnance, check the equipment records for the early generation descendants. There should be something in there about the weapon that Serena used. I'll ask Anais to activate the prime hands. Serena's arche will need to be adjusted to link with modern technology.
Alpha...
Nell, this entire operation was initiated based on little more than the trust I put in your theory. I think we can put rational judgment aside for now and trust in the potential of our... Serena, acclimatize yourself to our modern world as quickly as you can, and pursue Glay. The rest of you, if we're going to reclaim Sigma Sector, we won't be able to avoid engaging the Oblivions. In which case, we might as well face them head on. You're all ready?
Leave it with me.
Understood.
HQ, I feel confident. I am confident. However, how does one fly this tactical transport? This contraption still confuses. Is this what I pressed for? Takeoff?
That was the emergency ejection button, ma'am.
Don't worry, Serena. Another descendant will pilot the transport.
I'd take you there myself if I could. Good luck to you all.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution. Descendant, enemy troops are being transferred in large numbers. You must attack their point of origin.
Descendant, air support is standing by. On your signal, we'll initiate suppressing fire. Look out above.
Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Daya! Mom's here! Please, please wake up from this!
Daya, Elias, Master Corell's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve Kliphoth.
Daya!
Oh no. A huge mass of RK signatures are converging on a single location. The Oblivion troops are gathering.
Our strategy is working, but if we help Glay now, it'll collapse. Damn it.
I will go. Nay, I must go.
If we combine Serena's RK and my treatment, we can save anyone. Daya or any of the Oblivions. I found a way.
Descendant, I have completed analysis of Serena's RK. Serena's RK has radiation-like properties that allows it to penetrate matter. But it doesn't affect cells which have been affected by RK. This is why Serena was able to neutralize the Vulgus brainwashing device, and her body was able to eliminate the Vulgus cells that had spread throughout it.
My treatment uses spiral catalysts to separate fused human DNA from Vulgus cells. Spiral catalysts are used to enhance the RK of descendants, but they can also be used for more generic gene therapy. Problem is, this hasn't been clinically tested. The main issue we found was Vulgus cell mutations that occurred during the separation process. But these can be burned off through radiation. If we use Serena's RK, we have a good chance of success.
Spiral catalysts. DNA. Radiation. All of these words strike fear within me.
Think of it this way. Your abilities and my treatment combined can save Daya. But we only have one chance, because this is the last of the spiral catalyst made from the DNA of the Oblivions. Captain Glade took another with her, but she won't be able to help us now.
Descendant, we also need your help. Please lead the operation with Serena. Please. Give humanity hope, Descendant.
Troop drop-off is complete. Transport is en route to standby position. Multiple Volga signals detected on the ground. Stay sharp.
Once our enemies secure their front lines, they will be nigh impossible to break. Our crusade 100 years ago is evidence enough of this. We must disperse our foes before they attack us.
High-density RK energy signal detected. Approaching at high speed. The Oblivion Commander. We think it's Daya.
Ugh. Curses.
Serena, what happened?
The enemy hit me with a giant weapon. I am fine. The spiral catalyst was damaged. Curses!
Abort operation. All units retreat to the transport. Don't give up. I still have my spiral catalyst. Glade! Sorry. Taking cover. Daya always was strong, even as a child.
You live. That is a blessing. This is our final chance. As my RK has been weakened by these attacks.
That can't be helped. Descendants, take charge of the battle in place of Serena and Glade. When Daya has been subdued, you two have to administer the treatment. Until that time, you have to keep going.
Roger that.
Let it be so, HQ.
Daya Elias, Master Corell's descendant. I will do his bidding. I will serve Kliphoth.
Glade, prepare yourself. When Daya falls, that shall be your opportunity. Daya, watch your feet. Hold on just a little longer.
ejected the spiral catalyst.
Hold her with all of your strength. I shall begin.
Be careful. Her heart rate is dropping. The cells are dying off too quickly. Daya? Daya? Daya, stay with me. We're so close. Daya? Daya? It's okay. Mom is here.
Karel, are we really going to initiate this?
Initiate. This war was initiated long ago.
Got a question about the operation? You've all done an incredible job. I've received reports on the operation from every front. The Vulgus forces are in disarray, With one final push, reclaiming Sigma Sector will be well within our reach. The most heartening news is that we have successfully rescued Glay's daughter, Daya Elias. Daya is currently receiving intensive treatment in a medical core medical pod. She hasn't regained consciousness yet, but the Vulgus contamination and brainwashing effects are nearly gone. As your commander, I'm truly delighted to see such results in the midst of this callous war. It gives me hope that we can save the other Oblivions as well. However, we can't relax just yet. As you all likely know, we have secured only a very small part of Sigma Sector. We have identified a huge receptor which is visible on the sector's horizon. Frankly, I don't like the look of it. If a Vulgus descendant emerged from a human-sized receptor, then what could possibly come out of a receptor that size? I'm sure you can imagine. In order to investigate this, we have no choice but to venture further into Sigma Sector. It's likely that Karel is there too. The void depth increases as you move deeper into the sector. So much so that even descendants from the Hound unit can't endure it. However, if we continue to investigate Sigma Sector, we'll be able to further advance our void shielding technology. And not only this, we may achieve something even greater. Bringing peace to Ingress was beyond even the ancestors. But we may be able to do it in this generation. Let's all keep pushing. Just a little harder. Once the operation for further investigation has been confirmed, I'll announce it through Hound. That is all.
Who wants to go see Daya?
Are you a friend of Daya's? She's still in a critical condition, you know?
But Daya is my friend.
Oh, right. I'm surprised you're a friend of hers. But no means no. Family only. No other visitors.
We're all part of one big family called humankind, Eugen.
Come on, what's wrong with everyone? I said no visitors.
It's okay, Jin. Let them in. Daya would want to see them.
Talk to me.
Serena, thank you for taking care of Daya. I'm truly grateful.
The nursing of a slumbering friend is familiar to me. My memories return to me in flashes. I once nursed Rayleigh in this way, as he lay, wounded.
Really? I can't believe that the hero who was the first person to intercept a Colossus was your friend.
Yes. He holds many firsts. The first to intercept a Colossus. The first to claim my heart.
Serena.
My desire to see Rayleigh again is strong. But at this moment, I most long to see Daya awaken. And if it persists in her memory, I desire to know what happened to us. There were early descendants in Sigma Sector, sealed away like myself. This is proof that Karel's plan proceeded unimpeded for 100 years. It appears Oblivions were central to the plans of Karel. If that is so, Daya and I may have retained some of what he ordered.
I'm certain we can do this. After all, we've regained the time we've lost. Both you and I.
My desire to see her awake is not solely so I may question her. When Daya wakes, shall I be introduced as a friend? have no others with whom to feel close.
Of course you will. Serena, I know Daya will like you. Just as much as I do.
Thank you, Glay. I await your return to us, Daya.
Hey, come on in. You heard from Alpha, right? About the operation to investigate more of Sigma Sector. I've just received our orders. It looks like we've got to get recon forces deeper into Sigma Sector. The mission details have been delegated to Hound. Alpha's really let us off the leash this time. We've got full support.
Let's cut to the chase. As you've worked with us before, I specifically requested you as combat personnel for maximum operational efficiency.
Translation, he liked you so much, he wanted to do another operation with you. What's with you two anyway? I'm jealous.
Inez.
I was just trying to get everyone to relax. We don't need to be quite so tense, do we?
Alpha has given authority to the Hounds. That's more than enough explanation and reason for any tension.
Did you understand that? To translate, he means this is going to be a totally different kind. Who are we? We're specialists who search the void. Hound is always assigned to the difficult. Our end goal is to find the best route to that huge receptor on the horizon. No amount of anti-void shield will be enough for us to send a transport there. We need to find a route through an environment with a lower void depth. We'll need to be able to operate deeper within the sector, even in areas with raging void.
Sometimes the storms collide with each other and open the way. It's the same in the void a bit.
While we're at it, we can also rescue more of the people trapped in the receptors. Operation Sigma Sector is... So, let's get ready to move out. I'll meet you at the...
I don't know which one's the actual arcade fellow anymore.
Descendant, confirm arrival at the operation zone. Proceed with caution.
is HQ. Enemy reinforcements incoming. Requesting strike on staging area.
Wide-ranged shaping charge drop complete. Begin the void energy purification operation. Descendant, prime the detonator with your arcade. Then activate the remote detonation device. Descendant, we're detecting arcade life signs inside a Vulgus structure. Operation completed. Awaiting transfer to transport position. Well done, Descendant.
Let me get straight to the point, Guide. Could we modify the design of the inversion circulation device to allow descendants to use inversion energy? Yeah, it might be more appropriate to call it an inversion reinforcement device.
What do you mean, Kyle? Using inversion energy is far too dangerous. I don't understand.
It makes sense that you wouldn't understand. Look, you were with the Descendants deployed to the fortress during the Ironheart destruction operation. For those teams, the Ajax team and the Descendants who destroyed the Ironheart, the fortress operation was a battle where death was a real possibility. But those of us who faced Corell and his troops in the White Knight Gulch, we also faced death head-on. Corell's main forces were definitely enhanced by some kind of powerful energy. Especially Corell. He exuded immense power through his presence alone. After our recent experiences, I now understand the nature of the power that Corell was using. It was definitely inversion energy. Corell used the inverted Ironheart as a power source. If Corell hadn't retreated when he did, would we have survived? Would we have been able to even scratch him? I know that if Corell hadn't withdrawn, the White Knight Gulch would have been to defeat Corell and all those Vulgus bastards in the future. We need to be at least, instead of completely filtering out the inversion energy, we need, is it possible to adjust?
Hey, Guide. I've got something to say too.
Humanity is very weak. That's why humans need us so desperately.
Oh, a special human child. What do you need?
I can detect RK even from the entrance. Do you really think the ancestors experimented on this animal? I wonder if this is why they created a weapon using RK and tested its power. We've delved this far into the past. Time to discover an ancient secret. I know the Vulgus are also desperately investigating this place because RK can be detected here. Unlike other locations, there are many broken bones here. I think there may have been a conflict at some point. I will check to see if I can detect substances other than RK.
Melt away.
Despite my expectations, I can find nothing other than RK. Given that only RK can be detected, perhaps the weapon did not use RK solely as the power source. Perhaps it was used for the attack itself. Why did they have to build such a powerful weapon? I want to know. If there were any ancestor facilities still remaining, we would have been able to look for those records.
You're early. I expected nothing less from a descendant. Lord Corel needs your arcade to obtain the last Iron Heart. Come!
The Vulgus also discovered the existence of the RK weapon and figured out that they need RK to activate it. It was wise to order Luna and Cal to return. If either of them had been killed by the Vulgus, they would have been used to activate the RK weapon. the evidence that they studied the corpse firsthand. If anything remained to be destroyed, they could have continued testing its destructive power. Descendant, the enemy is sending a high-voltage electric current to damage the Ancestor security protocol. Battery algorithm analysis complete. We must destroy the enemy batteries in sequence. Second enemy battery confirmed. I will try to remove the security protocol.
Is the battery that important? Are you afraid of me?
The removal is almost complete. Descendant, destroy the last battery and protect the data. Security protocol removed.
Welcome, Descendant. This Ironheart needs arcade. You should be honored. Your arcade will be used for Lord Carell's grand plan.
Guide code activated. 30% of data records accessed. Analyzing security data. Analysis complete. Descendant, I have discovered the goal of the development of the arcade weapon and how to use it.
you talking to me? I'm sorry, but I agree with the magnetic Tin Man. I know it looks like I'm just playing around, but if I had to fight Corel tomorrow, honestly, I don't think I have what I'm sure most of the and if a dreamer... Oh, yeah, so...
Luna.
Huh? Why was...
Yes, Luna. Thank you for the detailed explanation. I also have some thoughts about the inversion reinforcement device. All descendants who are able to attend the meeting assemble at HQ. And Kyle, please teach Luna how to operate her receive channel.
All right. This, Luna, is what we call clicking.
Oh, come on. I know that.
The success of this operation. We have been closely monitoring this situation since the descendants began experiencing symptoms. Thanks to yours and the guide's efforts, we have overcome a significant hurdle. If we can immediately produce and distribute the inversion circulation device to the descendants, we will have averted the worst-case scenario. However, this only applies to the present situation. We need to consider other possible scenarios if we want to be fully prepared for the future. As Luna has said, if we had to face Corel tomorrow, our chances of winning would be slim. It is likely that Corel and the Vulgus main fleet have disappeared only because we temporarily disrupted their strategy. If Corel's goal is the extinction of humanity, the battle shouldn't have ended in that way. We need to make the most of this suspicious period of calm. In terms of the proposed modified design of the inversion reinforcement device, I intend to officially authorize it as a measure to enhance the capabilities of the descendants. I haven't mentioned this before, but I felt my arche briefly return when I was exposed to inversion energy. Perhaps the inversion reinforcement device will stimulate my arche and allow me to regain the abilities I lost. And if it is effective for me, proper use of the inversion reinforcement device could provide even greater power to active descendants. However, There is one condition. For the safety of the Descendants, the inversion reinforcement device must be periodically reset, and their arche must be completely purified of inversion energy. The inversion reinforcement device should be used only under these strict conditions. This way, I hope the proposal will be acceptable to the guide as well. I take full responsibility for this decision, and I will use the device on myself first. If there are any issues with it, I should be the first to know. If my arche is restored, I hope I will be able to fight alongside all of you. I am hopeful that the guide will agree to this proposal, and we can proceed with mass production of the device.
Descendant, if HQ insists on this, I have no choice. Modifying the design is straightforward. We can ask the Magisters to start production right away. However, handling inversion energy itself will not be so simple. I believe in humanity, but I must continue to watch over you to ensure you don't become addicted to such powerful forces. I hope you understand, Descendant.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Ah, Descendant. I've already spoken with HQ. You're here about the device to control inversion energy, yes? The designs, please. I can analyze a full range of Ancestor technology immediately using my facilities. Let's see what secrets these reveal.
Humanity is very weak.
So, its operating principles are similar to the module system that controls Arche. You may not be aware that the inversion energy you've absorbed is stored within your Arche. This device connects that inversion energy with your Arche. Huh. The Ancestors' technology never ceases to amaze me. HQ said that all inversion reinforcement devices should be periodic. An excellent decision. That should both provide protection for the Descendants and allow me more. After the next reset, come and find me. By then, I'll be able to give you a much strong. I'm glad I stuck with humanity after all. I'll have the opportunity.
If it's new research, I'm listening.
isn't much time. Good. The guide has accepted that this decision is the right one. I'm sorry that I can't thank her personally. Not only will this help Descendants to become stronger, it should allow any of them to regain their abilities. Now, recall the Descendants who are no longer battle-ready back to Albion, and begin distributing the inversion reinforcement devices.
Alpha, we can't detect an Eceive signal from the Descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortress. We've pinpointed their last known location to nearby the quarantine zone.
Wait. The Descendant deployed to the Vulgus Fortress is...
The new recruit to the Descendant Corps, Haley. We can't detect her vital signs.
Damn it. All available personnel, please provide support in the quarantine zone immediately. We can't afford to lose our new Descendant. Hurry! Just get to the point.
Energy coming from the Vulgus structure. It's a type that doesn't exist in our database. Analyzing the prototype with an Eceive cam.
HQ, we think the structure is a new Vulgus weapon.
Haley!
The energy that the structure is putting out. If we can find the device that's linked to the gate, the passageway will...
Haley, please respond. Haley!
Damn it. Descendant, do you think you can neutralize the structure as Haley described? your status?
Alpha, the battle isn't over yet. We're still detecting a strong Vulgus signal. The Vulgus assault ship is moving toward a nearby zone.
The commander's retreating. If we lose him, we lose any intel.
Vulgus assault ship moving toward the quarantine zone.
Damn it! Are we too late?
Checking gun barrel. Loading magazine. This is Haley. Target is down.
Haley, are you all right?
Thank you for sending in the rescue team. I couldn't have done it without them.
Great work, everyone. Mission accomplished. Excellent work out there, Haley, and you, Descendant. We're ready for Haley's treatment as well as your inversion reinforcement. Command is with me. We'll begin analyzing the intel in depth. We need to get across this quickly. HQ, over and out.
Excuse me. Can I have a moment? Can I have a word? It won't take long. Haley, reporting in. Haley, reporting for duty. I'm the newest recruit to the Descendant Corps. I appreciate your support out there. I was able to safely complete my first mission, thanks to you. I also heard that this inversion amplification process wouldn't have been possible without you and the other seniors. During the operation, I wasn't feeling well, but I didn't realize it was because of inversion energy. Anyway, the being that I can see behind you, is that the guide system?
It is good to meet you, Haley. I am Guide, the Descendant-specific genetic user interface. I'm glad we have another Descendant. I have finished synchronizing with your arcade. I look forward to working with you.
It's an honor, Guide. I look forward to working with you too. Phew. I was slightly worried that I might not be able to link with her, like that senior whose name we won't mention. So that's a relief. Although, that person, when I was a regular soldier, he helped me out of a few tricky situations. I was really shocked when I heard that he'd committed treason. He wasn't like that when I knew him. But since my RK has been awakened, I am determined I will never become like him. I aim to be an honorable descendant, just like the seniors who have come before me. So, I've linked to the guide, and my inverted energy issue has been fixed as well. I'll concentrate on recovering as soon as possible, and get back to the front line. Hope to see you out on the battlefield.
Alpha, the communications log that was with the Vulgus commander will be decrypted and uploaded to the command console shortly.
Received. Excellent work, everyone. I hope this log contains something useful.
Playing the Vulgus communications log. Recalibrating. Please wait. It's ready. Now...
This is General Amon. To all legions based in Ingus, I deliver orders from Kalel.
This is... Alpha.
What is this? Nell, order all descendants to return to HQ. The situation is serious. We need to react quickly. Descendant, thanks to your efforts, we've been able to fully restore Amon's message. As I suspected, it contains a lot of hidden meanings. The content is in the command console for you to view. There is a great deal to decipher.
This is General Amon. To all legions based in Ingus, I deliver orders from Kalel. I'm bringing this message, and with it, the weapon for you to refine to all legions remaining in Ingus. A weapon which represents the pinnacle of the prowess of the ancestors, all too familiar to us Vulgus. Not only is it the most powerful weapon in all of Ingus, it has caused irreparable damage to Cliphoff. Center in your minds the enormous scar we bear, and obey Kalal, who stands on top of it. Embedded within Vulgus legions, the weapon of the ancestors has become part of their power. Strike terror into the hearts of descendants. Teach them their flaws. Our grand invasion once more faces the origin of all wars. Rise up and see history repeat itself, just like the endless repeating pulsations of the Iron Heart.
There isn't much time. On first listen, it seems that there was a fierce battle between the Vulgus and the Ancestors at some point in the past. From what I know, the Vulgus first appeared in our world 100 years ago, but this has revealed a different chronology. On top of this, our ancestors seem to have been able to cause considerable damage to the Vulgus. Considering the power of the weapon you faced, that isn't surprising. But it doesn't make sense. If our ancestors had triumphed over the Vulgus in the past, why are there no traces of them in Ingress? Even the rest of the message, there is so much of it we don't yet understand. Cliphoff, the Scar, the origin of all wars, these are all unknown quantities. Going forward, HQ will be tracking this information by any means necessary. We have many questions for the Council of Magisters. If there was an exchange of fire between the Vulgus and the Ancestors in the past, the Magisters who were once allied with the Vulgus will have known about it. This suggests that they were actively concealing this from us. Any intel we can find will be helpful. We must track down Corell's fleet and put an end to this war once and for all. Descendant, you will receive a copy of Amon's message. These enemy invasions are not over yet. If you find any intel that concerns you, analyze it and compare it with Amon's message. Tell the guide that I'm counting on her to assist you with this. Right now, her insight is absolutely crucial. Even if the Ancestors could not fully defend Ingress, this generation must. No matter what.
Commencing inversion energy amplification. Ironheart particles activated.
Launching void vessel exploration operation.
by themselves. I just tell them about it. Marie, keep your dose to that brochure too. Maybe my arm is starting to become unbearable.
Alright, Edwin. I can also feel your broken ribs stepping into your lungs. I'm gonna give you an even smaller dose than James. Here, let me see your shoulder.
I'm glad the captain is alright. At least our captain is unbreakable.
Eddie, that's not fun. You know how worried I am.
I just want to help you relax, Captain. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have known what to do with ourselves.
That's right. And what's important is that we have one less wounded. You can relax now.
Watch your feet.
Hold on. Everybody stand back. James is changing. Marie, don't jump to conclusions. Nothing is happening there. We were exposed to large amounts of void energy on our way here. What's happening to James could be because of void energy. So calm down and get moving.
Aisha, are you saying we should give up on James? We have to find a way to help him.
Eddie, we have to survive in order to save James. Don't look back, just run. Ajax is probably blaming himself. I can't let my emotions get better of me. Right now, the English ship will allow me the highest chance of survival. James's arm pierced the hull of the ship. He tried to escape through the hole. Soon these should stop. I better get moving. Where's Morgan now? No. Ajax is a greater version of the reverse. Damn it!
This is your
Launching void vessel exploration operation. Launching Void Vessel Exploration Operation.
melt away. How was that?